Hey there guys, Wood here again, and today I've got a fun UU match against bball for you. I found him on Team Equinox Zat last night, and we set up this quick random match. So yeah, I'm going to apologise right now for the sketchy narration because I'm going to do it first time pretty much, and it's at 4x speed, so I'm really sorry if I get anything wrong. Plus I've got a cold, which is gay, but I really wanted this matchup right now because it was really epic, and it went on for quite a while, but it was pretty good. So let's get into the narration. We both led with Butterfree there, which was quite funny, and we get our spores off and stuff, and yeah, so I'll just narrate from this part. Yeah, so I managed to paralyse his Blaziken after getting 2 power hexes on myself, and yeah, he goes to the Fire Blast, which to be honest, Arcanine doesn't take that well, but you know, he doesn't want to Fire Blast again, so he switches. So I can Howl on the switch, and I don't know if I went for another Howl there, but yeah, I went for an extreme speed just then, but I'm Life Orbed, as you can see, and this was a really stupid part of the match for me. If I'd this match could have been so more epic. I mean, so much more epic. I wish. I mean, I hope we can get a rematch in sometime. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I went for the T-Fang there over the extreme speed, thinking it would do more, but apparently, I still haven't looked at the base power of that move. But yeah, I don't think it would have done more because that was a crit, and that did around just over what extreme speed was doing on its own. So yeah, and this part was really gay because I could have finished off his fucking Miltank, and I brought in a Blastoise. I was so retarded. I mean, we were talking on the Zap, but we were both not really paying attention to this battle, and we both make mistakes, which anybody does in any battle anyways. But I mean, it could have been so much more epic if we'd actually tried and stuff. Like, I was just using this as a random battle. I wasn't even going to put it on YouTube until I got to the end, and then the guy was really spot on, and yeah, he's got his own channel, so I decided to upload. Yes, so yeah, I go for the Toxic, and he switches into this thing, and it synchronizes me, but obviously I don't get Toxic poisoned, I only get normal poisoned, which is kind of good because Blastoise stays in for a while, I believe. So I Surf, trying to get damage off, and he switches back into Miltank, and yeah, it does a whole lot. So I switch into this thing, just predicting a milk drink so I can get a free switch in, which does happen, so that's good. Yeah, this was the gay part of the match I mentioned earlier. Basically, that Arcanine and this Tauros are my UU physical sweepers. Well, at the moment they are anyways. And I lost them really early to this Miltank, which was kind of silly because, you know, losing your 2 physical sweepers early to a physical wall is really bad. I'm not saying I would have won or anything. I'm just saying that it could have been a better match for me if I'd had them later on, because all I have is like my tanks, Venusaur and Blastoise, my Butterfree lead, and what is the last Pokemon on my team? I forgot. Oh yeah, Nidoking, which I guess you could call a sweeper because it's Scarf, but not so much as much as a Tauros and an Arcanine are. So yeah, the reason I was talking bollocks through that was because this is basically just a little bit of a stall war. In case you haven't already guessed, this Tauros is your standard Lychee Berry, or Lychee Berry, whatever you want to call it, Lychee Berry Tauros, sub in 1, yeah, so 1 with substitute. And there you go, my Berry activated there, and so now I'm at +1 attack, which isn't really going to make a difference to that Miltank. I'm imagining it's max defense, max HP, because it's a utility set, it looks like. I think it sets up rocks. I don't know if it already has, but it does set up Stealth Rock soon. And it obviously has Body Slam, Heal Bell, Milk Drink, so it's a nice set. So yeah, eventually I take it down, but obviously, as you've already guessed, it's for naught because it's just going to bring in a Revenge Killer to kill it. Now I'm going to Nidoking and out predicting there. I'm surprised he never thought I was Scarfed, but he never, which was good because I got the Ice Beam off, and he was Life Orb there, so that probably helped. So now he switches in this thing, realising I'm Scarfed and I'm locked in. So I can go to Venusaur, and I know I could take any special attack from a non-boosted Politoed, whether it's Stab or not. And I get the Leech Seed off, and as you can see, Ice Beam did nothing like I predicted, and he switches out there. Maybe I should have gone for a Leech Seed, but I was fearing that Alakazam actually, because now that my 2 physical sweepers have gone from before, I was really fearing that it might be Scarfed and outspeed my Nidoking. Anyways, yeah, we're at Butterfree versus Blastoise right now, and he U-turns out of there, and do I go for the rapid spin now? Yeah, I do. I just clear his rocks because his Miltank's dead, so I don't have to worry about them anymore. So yeah, I'm normal poisoned here, and I think this is the part where we just have a little stall war between Politoed and Blastoise, with Politoed eventually coming out on top due to the fact it runs refresh, and I'm losing a lot of poison damage every turn. Yeah, I'm just using Blastoise as fodder here a bit because I don't know he's got the refresh yet, I don't think, unless I missed that, but whatever. But yeah, he was saving it to last to get it off. And that was me being a noob fag, forgetting about water absorb. But then again, to be fair, it doesn't always have water absorb. It can have damp. But yeah, I shouldn't have done that anyways. I was just trying to get the extra damage off. And yeah, I heal him to full health and then he refreshes. So that was nice for him. And then I get another Toxic off, but he just keeps going for refresh. I think I do that twice actually. Yeah, I've done that twice or whatever, I can't remember. So now I bring in Venus off free and get another Leech Seed off, and he goes for the Hypnosis, which misses, which I'm pretty sure he uses twice in this match and it misses both times, which is kind of gay, but you know, it's really unreliable. So yeah, I go into Butterfree now, and he goes into his on the double switch, which is kind of crap, and he goes for the Bug Buzz, which to be honest is what I should have went for, or the Sleep Powder. I believe none of his team's asleep now, so I wouldn't be breaking any clauses or anything, but I don't, so I U-turn out into Nidoking and T-Bolt because I realise it can do sufficient damage to anything on his team really. But I know it's not going to take out that Politoed, so I switch into Butterfree as fodder, and I survive on 9 HP, which is funny, but he's going to Ice Beam for the kill, and then he gets leftovers back to full health. So I bring back in the Venusaur, which is my only counter to this thing, I'm thinking. So I Leech Seed again, and he Ice Beams, which is still going to do nothing like it did before. And then, I can't remember what happens now. Okay, withdraws and goes into this thing, and it's no longer paralysed thanks to Miltank's Heal Bell. So I go into Nidoking, and this was a bit make or break for me, but he confirmed after the match it didn't matter. I felt at the time that crit mattered because I could have revenge killed his Blaziken and then gone on to sweep, but apparently not. Apparently he's max special attack and life orbed and stuff, so yeah, he got the nice little sweep at the end there. So that was a great game, dude. Like I say, I will leave a link in the description because he's put this up on his channel, and to be honest that was the only reason I put it up, because he said he was going to. He's a really spot on dude, and this is a request to him. I really hope we can battle again sometime, because I reckon with our game heads on, we could have the makings of a really epic match. And yeah, UUT is pretty awesome anyways. So thanks for watching guys, and I will catch you next time, okay? Ta-da.